Let's begin. As persons come in, it's 4:30. This is your BJC extra classes that you will be every Thursday, 4:30 to 6:30, 2 hours, and we'll see how best we can get through it. You want the classes to be as effective as possible to assist you in any which way it can. So what we're going to begin with today is the business letter. So you can head your books and we will begin. My name is Mrs. Kizzy McKinney McPhee. I am an educator. I've been teaching for the past 25, almost 26 years. Junior high school, I spent 22 years, and in senior high, I spent, now my third year. So I'm not new to BJC. I'm fairly new to BGCSE, but not that new because I tutor BGCSE, but BJC is what I taught for the past 22 years. So feel free. I would like it to be as interactive as possible. Feel free to ask questions if you're not understanding what's happening, or you need me to repeat something, because sometimes the connection gets it's really bad, and so we may have that problem. Just 1 minute. Hello. Hi. Okay, I am so sorry. Okay, so let's begin. So who can tell me what is a business letter? Nobody? Okay. I'm just gonna go on along with the slides. If anyone have any questions, you can feel free to ask if you're not understanding. So let's begin. I hope someone is like putting. So these are objectives for today. Our objectives are to define a business letter, to recognize the types and purposes of a business letter, and to examine and analyze the various parts of a business letter and envelope. Take that down for me, please. Take down those three objectives. Those are our three objectives for today. Okay, you say done when you're finished. Okay, so persons are inboxing saying they're done. So let's go to our next screen. Next slide. What is a business letter? I just have to. A business letter is a type of formal letter. It must be clear and concise. What's the meaning of concise? Anyone knows what that means? Anyone knows what concise means? Okay, so no one's talking. They're just using the chat. You can feel free to unmute your mic because I can't keep going back to the chat, and I don't have someone to monitor the chat for me, so you can speak. Oh, you can unmute yourself and speak. But concise means very it's to the point, very clear. Meaning you're not writing an essay. It's to the point. It has all the content you need, and that is how you write a letter. It consists of 3 paragraphs.
Is it like information or something like that?
Sorry?
Is it like information or something?
What is that?
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what concise mean.
Oh, concise means to the point. Means straight to the point, straightforward. No running on, no jumping through hoops and making it flowery and having
it clearly.
Very clear, to the point.
Because only,
sorry?
You're writing this down. Right?
Yes, everything you're writing down today because you're going to write everything down.
All right.
And it's only 100 words. 100 words. That's it. Not an essay, just 100 words. And the tone must always be polite and professional, not friendly. Always polite and professional. So take that down for me. When you're finished, just say done so I can go to the next slide.
Done.
Okay. Yeah, 30 seconds more.
I ain't finished yet.
Okay.
Okay, I finished.
Okay. Everyone's done?
Done. I finished it.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
No problem.
I'm done.
Okay. So there are 6 types of business letters. There are more, but these are the ones, the common ones that have to show up on the exam. There's normally 4 prompts you have to select from. It could be congratulations, invitation, request, complaint. It could be thank you, application, congratulations, complaint. You don't know what's coming. I always tell my students what you need to do, identify 2 types which you feel you're most strongest in. Make sure you know the types of content it needs to set up. And then you decide, because say you, for example, you know you want to do the invitation. Well, this year the invitation may not come. So what is your second choice? So you have congratulations, you have the invitation, you have the thank you, request, complaint, and application. So know which, these, take this down, these are the 6. And you find, I'm sure you would have, in your classes, your teachers would have taught, if not all, at least 5 of them throughout the 3 years that you've been in junior high school, as well as senior high. There may be some seniors on the call. So all of these are somewhat familiar to you. And by this time now, you should know which one is your most strongest. So these are the 6 types. Take them down for me.
And but I'll wait for others.
Sorry?
I done now over there waiting for others.
Okay.
Done.
Okay. So these letters are straightforward. Congratulations simply means you're congratulating someone for something that they have done, they have achieved. The invitation, you're inviting a particular person to perform a specific function. Thank you. You thank the person for what they have done, say how you benefited. Request, you're just requesting information. Complaint, of course, you're complaining about something that happened, and the applications where you're applying for a particular position. Okay. Now, we may not have a chance to go in depth with all of them. We'll try to cover at least 3, because the first exam is May, I think the 23rd. I'm not sure, but we have April, and no more than, let's say, give or take 7 more classes. So we'll see how much we could cover. But we won't be able to cover all of them, but we can touch on them, okay? So next slide. So now we're going to look at the format of the letter. Why am I going this way? Excuse me, sorry. So I want you to start on a new page of your book. Don't write under any notes, and I want to take you through the format. So the format of a business letter, this is required for the business letter. Can anyone tell me how much points is the letter worth?
7.
No.
12.
No.
10.
10. The business letter is worth 10 points. How much is the essay worth?
10.
No.
And the essay worth the most?
Yes. How much is it worth?
30.
30 points. So paper 1 consists of the essay and the letter for a total of 40 points. So you have 40 points for paper 1, then the other 60 comes from paper 2. So now let's take down the format. So I always tell my students, do as I do. I'm not going to lead you wrong. If you can have your format down pat, you are halfway to passing your letter. That's already 5 to 6 points easily. The next points you have to make up is your content, and the content will have to change. But your format does not change except in the inside address if you're writing to a particular person. Say, for example, you go on the exam and you use the same heading, perfect heading. you get your full points for the heading. So what I want you to do, I want you to go to a clean sheet of paper to go to the next page, and you're going to go to the upper right-hand corner of your page. Don't worry about writing the heading. I don't want you to write that. I don't want you to label it just yet. You're going to write your P.O. Box, Nassau, Bahamas, April 11th, 2024. You're going to write that. That is your heading. That goes to the right-hand corner. Notice that alignment is going to play a very important part in this. Now, my P is a little bit off from the P, the N, and the A, but all of them should come under one. If you can see my cursor, the P, the N, the A, all of that should come in, and you skip a line between the date and Nassau, Bahamas. So you skip a line in between here. But you're going to write capital P, abbreviated, capital O, abbreviated, capital B, small o, small x, capital G, capital S, -123. Nassau, comma, Bahamas, skip a line, April 11, 2024. You're not going to use a comma and the TH. Only one will be used. I opted to use the TH. Some persons, your teachers taught you to use the comma. If you want to use the comma, you cannot use comma and the TH. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is the heading. Your heading should look exactly the way I have it on the screen. Nothing else. Exactly the same way. I don't want anyone writing a capital B and capital X. I'm sorry, capital O and capital X. It's small b, small o, small x, capital B, capital GX. Nassau, Bahamas. Take that down. Let me know when you're done.
Done.
Okay.
Done.
Done.
Okay, so that is our heading. Now we're going to go. What is the next part of the letter? Anyone can tell me.
Reading.
No, before the greeting, we have something else.
Oh wait,
The writer's address.
yeah.
Okay, what is that called?
The
Not the
return
writer's address.
address.
No, not the writer's address. Give me another answer.
The inside address or the
Very
receiver's
good.
address?
Yes, the inside address. So this is our inside address. So you're going to skip a line, and you're going to go to the left-hand side of your column on the page. You're going to go as close to it as you can. Now we're I did this presentation for the students at Government High School, and I used the principal, Ms. Pavia rule. So when you are writing your inside address, it's always the person's name, their position, the place where they work, the P.O. box, and the country. Now there was a teacher called Miss Marshall. She coined an acronym: 4 P's, 2 C's, so that you can remember. The first P is person, second P, position, third P, place, fourth P, P.O. box, and 2 C's, city and country. So if you want to make a note there, just on the side, 4 P's, you can put P, 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 and the 2 C's by the bullet points on the outside of the margin. On the outside of your margin, you can put P, 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 and 2 C's. So you can remember that's how you set it up. So it's a person's name. Look at the abbreviation, mistress. There's a punctuation there. Then you have principal, where she works, her P.O. box, Nassau, Bahamas. Take that down for me.
I done.
Okay. Everyone's done?
I almost done.
Okay, that's fine.
Done.
Done.
Okay. So let's move on to the next part. Now, we move on to our greetings and our salutation. You are to skip a line after the written inside address and go to the next line. Still under the same, remember, alignment plays in a very important part. You're going to write, Dear Mistress Roll, colon. A lot of times I see students writing, Dear Mrs. P. Roll or Dear Mrs. Xavier Roll. You don't do that. There's no need for that. We already know we're writing to Mrs. Xavier Roll. She knows her name. So you would write, Dear Mistress, abbreviation, Roll, colon. And that is your greetings and your salutation.
Do you have to do like an indentation before you do
No indentation. It stays aligned with your inside address. No indentation at all. Everything comes under one another, but you skip a line between the inside address and the salutation.
done.
Okay. Now we go to the body. When you first wrote the definition of the letter, you saw RIPC. So we're going to learn a lot about what RIPC stands for. RIPC stands for your reference, your information, your purpose, and your conclusion. So we're still looking at the format now. So with the format you're going to write, you're going to begin under the M, under, you see there, Mrs. Pavey, Mrs. Roll. You begin, I am a 10th grade student of the government high, whatever school you are at now, presently, I am a 9th grade student of Donald Davis Junior High. You begin with that. That's your first line. You're identifying yourself, where you're from, and then you're going to say what it is you're writing about. I am a 10th grade student of the government high school, and I am writing to invite you to read. That's already 3 points in that one sentence. By saying your school, by saying you're inviting them, by saying what is you want them to do, that's already 3 points you got for content. So you're going to begin, I am the 10th, whatever grade you are in, if you wish to use your school and your grade. Right under the M in Dear Mrs. Roll. No, don't skip a line, but that's where you begin. That's your first paragraph. Your second paragraph would be your purpose, and your third paragraph would be your conclusion. Take this down for me.
Done.
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 Okay. So the body, we talked about it. Now, I want you to come. We're going to come back to write this. I don't want to interrupt the format. We're going to come back to write this. So the reference and information is what you're writing about and who you're writing to. Your purpose, 3 reasons why you are writing this letter, and your conclusion would be the outcome you expect. Okay? I'm going to come back where you can write that. I don't want to interrupt the format. So now let's go to our closing and signature. You want to go to the right-hand side of your paper under your body, skip a line. Make sure the Sincerely and John Brown are, sorry. Make sure your Sincerely and John Brown are lined up with your P.O. Box, NASA Bahamas, and the April. Look to the top of the right-hand side of your page. Make sure when you come down, it's lined up properly. Sincerely, John Brown. So this is your closing and your signature. Let me know you're done. Now remember that you're not labeling it yet. I just want you to have the format. Let me know when you're done.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Okay. Now you're going to go under that is the format for the letter. Now this is the envelope because you have to complete the envelope as well for the exam. The envelope will be drawn for you. You don't have to draw the envelope. It will be drawn for you. But this is how the envelope. Can anyone tell me what is this on the envelope?
Is it? But
I think that's your address. The person you send the letter to address and the stamp.
Very good. So now when you come to your envelope, the same information you wrote in your letter, it must match this. You cannot, I repeat, do not change your P.O. box. Do not change who you're writing to. You will put your name. Remember, John Brown was the one who wrote the letter. So you're writing his name on his P.O. box, and you're going to go to the middle of the envelope and you write the sender, the receiver's address, which is the inside address, and it goes here. The only thing you don't put on this envelope is the date. The stamp, don't worry about the stamp. The stamp will be drawn for you on the envelope already. But I just want to show you how it is set up. And this is how you set up your envelopes. I want you to take, if you don't have much space you won't have much space on your page as your format. So go to another page and you're going to write the envelope and you're going to take this down. And this is the format for the envelope.
Sorry, can you repeat yourself?
This is the envelope. The same information you use in your letter is what appears on your envelope. It does not change.
I'm finished.
I'm finished.
I'm finished.
Okay. So this is how your, now I don't know what happened here. It looks like what happened there? This is how it should look. Save this. I don't know why this came over here. I should have checked it before. But you should have your PO box up here with your date. Skip the line. You should have had Mrs. Pavia Roll, Principal, Government High School, dear Mrs. Roll, and sincerely. Now, remember I said the sincerely should be under. Okay, it seems as if when I was just editing it.
Under PO box and stuff like that.
Yes, so don't mind this here. It should have been it should have been, I should have checked it. Okay. Almost. Okay, so make sure the sincerely and John Brown are under the P, the N, and the A. It's off, but this is incorrect. So make sure it's under there. Let me know if everyone's format looks a little like that. A lot, not a little, a lot like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to go back and I want you to write this right here. Take that down, the body. Now that we have our format of the envelope and the format of the letter and the envelope, you can now skip a line, write the body, what RIPC stands for, please. Take that down.
I'm sorry, can you explain that again? Sorry.
I think the slide switch.
I think you have the wrong slide on.
You're on the wrong.
Sorry, my okay. That's me.
I'm done.
I'm finished.
I'm finished.
Okay, let's move on. So let's look at the letter congratulations. When you're writing a letter congratulations, this right here is everything you need. In your first paragraph, you must say congratulations. You must name the award being given or award achieved. You must name the establishment giving the award. That's your first paragraph. Reason, the purpose. Reason 1, why are they deserving of the award? Reason 2, why are they deserving of the award? Reason 3, why they are deserving of the award. And then C, you must express pride in them and you must wish them well in the future. Remember now, you're only writing 100 words. You're not writing an essay. Take this down. This is all you need, the letter congratulations. So you would begin, I am Sue Brown of the 10th grade at Anatole Rogers High, and I'm writing to congratulate you on becoming senior mistress at Doris Johnson. Just for an example. Okay? But that's just an example. But this is the setup of the letter congratulations. Take it down. So you have the content, the body is word. You have to have at least six content points. So in this content here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So congratulations, the award, the establishment, that's already 3. Reason 1, 2, 3, that's already 6, sorry. And then C, must express pride, must wish them well, that's 8 points. But definitely the examiners were looking for 6 content points. So of any of those 8 that you write, you're giving the examiner the choice to choose, okay, they can get these 6 points. You don't want to be exact and write 6 points. You want to give at least 8 points so that you get all of your points. Okay.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Okay, let's move to the next slide. We can move, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a prompt. So we don't call them questions, they call them prompts. So you will be given 4 prompts. This is a prompt. It says your school police officer has been promoted from constable to sergeant. Well, I think the promotion is from constable to corporal. So that should be, so excuse that, because you can't go from constable to sergeant. You have to go from constable to corporal, I think. But okay, nonetheless, the titles are wrong. That should be corporal. Write a letter congratulating him or her on this achievement. Be sure to say why he or she is deserving of this promotion. Address an envelope that corresponds with your letter. So you may see a prompt like that where it's asking you to do, you have to congratulate them for the promotion from one rank to the next, saying why they're deserving, and then the conclusions where you wish them well. So this is a letter written by one of my students, and I want everyone to take a look at it and tell me if everything I would have just taught you is there, if anything is missing. I want you to take about 5 minutes.
Something is missing.
5 to 7 minutes and see what is there, what is missing, if anything. So you can write down the points as you find them, and we'll discuss them.
I think I'm missing. Yeah, the gloves is missing. I ain't seen no signature and stuff. Good.
I'm sure you would have found points.
I didn't really get to read it, but I see that he's talking about the police officer.
Okay, let's go back.
We clearly see that he did not, well, the person did not skip enough nights.
No. We're looking at content. We're looking at content. This is the content that should be present in the letter. Look at it.
It's worth 5 points.
Okay, let's go back to see how many points the person got. Someone tell me they found them. Give me 5 points.
I'll give that person 4.
Okay, let's have the 5 and the 4 points.
They are there. Congratulations.
Okay, very good.
They named the award that they got.
Okay. What was the name? Okay, going very good. Go ahead. That's 2 points.
They expressed pride.
They expressed their pride.
Okay, they said, I'm very proud of you. Anything else?
And they wish them well in the future.
Very good. That's 4 points. Any other points?
Let me see this.
Any other points?
No, that's all I see.
Why the person deserved it?
Okay, but why they deserved it?
Yeah, they ain't say why.
Look.
Oh wait, hold on, let me see.
They say they deserved it because you have played a big role and helping the school out with ranges,
Very
etc.
good.
Or
That's
the,
one point. What's the other point?
They want
Remember,
to
you give three reasons. The person
they
gave
want
three reasons. They said you deserve this award, this promotion, because you have been stopping fights and people who be trying to kill each other. That's one. Even though the grammar is wrong, it's not correct. That's still the point. This person will
I see
be the
another one right there. They say
where
you, they say you also deserve it because you have played a big role in helping the school out with
ranges,
yeah
etc.
ranges
Very
and
good. Any other reason?
you have
This
made
well
and
the
that you
friends,
have made the
yeah.
students teachers. They think everybody is happy that you are here.
So did this student do everything he
I
was
found
supposed to
another
do?
reason.
No.
Right, they did everything. They did. They said congratulations. They said they're congratulating them on the promotion and your promotion. They the only thing they didn't do, they didn't name they didn't say who was giving the award, which is the Royal Bahamas Police Force, but that's fine. They still made up for it. They got 3 points for the reasons and they got 2 in the conclusion. So they would have gotten their 6 points. Now, they will lose points in terms of where you say, I wish you well in the future, God spares our life. When you do that, you're going to take your letter now out of the professional tone more towards the friendly tone, and you don't want to do that. If you do that, you're going to cause yourself to get 2 for your mechanics and so forth. I know a lot of persons in the Bahamas, we are a Christian nation. We like to say, God bless you and all of that. You cannot do that in a business letter. Why do you think you can't do that in a business letter saying, God bless you?
Takes the profession away.
It
Yeah, it
makes
needs to be in
me
a professional way.
unprofessional.
Okay, one person, go ahead.
I found another one. It says another reason you have is because you have the students and the teachers and even the principal like you, and deep down you think that everybody's happy that you are here.
Yeah, we found those. But I was asked, thank you very much. Very good. So we had moved on to we have moved on to now looking at the tone. This letter will be marked down to a 2 in terms of out of 4 for mechanics because the tone is not professional. He says God spares our life. Why should we not do this in a letter?
Because a
Because you're
letter is
making it.
supposed to be professional at all times.
Yes. And what else? Anybody else? Think about it.
It's a formal letter and not a friendly letter.
Okay, yes.
Because like it may seem unprofessional
Why will it seem unprofessional?
because like it's dialect instead of proper English.
Say it again.
Because it's like more like dialect instead of like proper
No,
English.
not dialect. Say, for example, does everybody believe in Christianity?
Yes.
Not
So
Yes.
Really?
I
In
want
the
to say
maybe
all
world?
the,
but
I want to
when we
say all
are
the people in the world, to be honest.
Huh?
I want to say all the people in the world.
No, Christianity is only one religion among many.
Mhm.
You may have persons who are Muslims, persons who are Buddhists,
Yep.
persons who are maybe atheists. So there are different religions. And so you can't assume that this person you're writing to is a Christian, right? They may be Muslim, they may be Buddhist, they may be practice Buddhism. You understand? And so that is our belief. And so nowadays, because it's not socially correct, we have to be so careful not to offend anybody, right? So all you would say, I wish you well in the future, that is it. You don't want to bring any type of religious sentiment in your letter because this is a professional letter. Okay? You're not writing to your friend. You can't say, I love you and I want to throw a party for you. It takes it out of that professional tone. You want to
Yeah.
be Professional at all times, correct?
Um,
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Someone has a question?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So that is so they would have gotten. Now, one thing I want to point out to you, look at how the person, he did a very good job following instructions. I, you, I, all of them are, he has his three
Caps.
paragraphs and they're indented properly. So he would get his full 2 points for his structure. He'll get the full 2 points.
Yeah, I'll
If
give it.
you write 2 paragraphs, you're only going to get that 1 point. So be very careful, okay?
All right.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's move on.
Yes,
Now, this is
ma'am.
his envelope. Tell me what's wrong with this envelope.
Yeah, something's clearly wrong because the
Sorry?
PO box.
You weren't supposed to
Uh,
put no arrows.
The
Yeah.
middle.
Yeah, what is that arrow?
The
What is that arrow indicating to me as a marker?
Sound like he trying to put that white red stamp this.
Right. So he didn't need that. So he's going to lose points because you want to send that over there. You're telling me you want it over there. It should not be there. But what else is wrong with the top with the sender's address?
I'm missing the name.
he didn't put
And
the
NASA
PO
box.
box, the NASA in the middle, and he
No,
also put the date on
no.
it.
Someone said the name. I said the
Yeah, the
sender's
name. He
address.
forgotten the name.
The name should be up here. It's the sender's address. That's missing. Let's go to the receiver's address. What's wrong with the receiver's address?
He added the date.
The dress.
He
That's
put the
mixed
date
up.
in there. What else is wrong?
Ah,
It's
this
mixed
look
up.
a little mixed up.
It's mixed up, right? So
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
her name should have come first, her title, then PO Box, then Nassau, Bahamas. The date does not appear on the envelope, so he would have lost points there.
And also, all that's supposed to be in the middle instead of.
Very good. And that should be in the middle. All of that should be in the middle. Okay, so we have reached the end, but we haven't reached the end yet. Before we go into our conclusion, I want you to write your own letter, the same prompt. I want you to write your letter, and I'm going to give you 30 minutes. Why 30 minutes, Ms. McPhee? Because in the exam, the most you should use on the exam is 1 hour and 30 minutes. The most you should use on your letter is 30 minutes. I have students writing their letters within 20 and 25 minutes, and I'm going to give you, at least because I'm new to you, I'll give you 30 minutes, and that'll bring us probably almost to the end of our class. But I want you to get the practice in for the letter. I want you to use, this is the prompt, we're going to use the same prompt because you walk through it, and we're going to set it up as if you're writing using the format, and you're going to do the envelope as well. So you have the feel of how it is done properly. So I'm timing you now. It's now 5:50. I'm going to give you 25 minutes instead of 30 minutes.
In the chat or
Begin. No, in your book, not the chat, in your book. And then you can screenshot and put it in the chat and we can have a look at them. So begin. 5:50. I'm stopping.
I have a question. Wait, do we use the same envelope we wrote down from you, or do we start over with a new envelope and a new?
It can't be the same envelope because your information may be different, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You're not writing to Officer White. You're writing to somebody else. You're changing all of that. You're changing it. The name. What I should have done, I should have given you guys a different prompt. So you want me to give you a different prompt?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
I'm gonna put the prompt in the chat right now. Everyone look in the chat. Okay, look in the chat for me. Let me know if everyone can see this. Why am I sending this to Savannah Aubrey? It should be sent to everybody else. I don't know why. Let me resend it. Only Savannah can see that. Hold on. Okay, can everyone see it?
Yes, Mom.
Okay, that's what you're going to write for me. Okay, so it's 6:25. How many persons are done?
I'm done.
Awesome. So you can when you have some free time, I want you to time yourself, whereas you write your letter within 25 minutes. Okay? When you get in that exam, the first thing you do is your letter. You don't wait for the letter for the last, because you may spend so much time on your essay, you may run out of time to complete your letter. So you get your letter out of the way first, then you go to your essay. Is that clear?
Yes, Mom.
Okay. So you can send me your letters to my email. Can anyone tell me what they learned today?
I learned how to properly set up a business letter and an envelope.
Very good. Anyone else?
I learned how to properly write a body with all the parts of the body without getting marked off.
Very good. One more person.
I learned each parts of the letter, which is the body, the green. Oh wait, no, not the body, not the green. We learned the body and signature and stuff like that.
Okay. So who can remind me, what is a business letter? What's a business letter? Anybody, go back to your notes if you forgot. Go to your notes.
It's a type of formal letter.
Okay. What else do we know about the business letter? It should be what?
It must be a clear and convinced and consists of their
Concise.
congratulations, thank you, request or complaint or application.
Okay, those are the types. How much words should you have?
100.
100.
Very good. So it must always be clear and concise, and you all don't forget.
I have assignments right now.
What is the acronym I gave you today for the inside address? Who remembers that?
RPC.
PPPCC.
So that is what? 4 P's and
People. 4 P's and 2 C's.
yes. What is the P standing for?
People, position, place, and P.O. box.
Very good. And C is for?
City and country.
Excellent. Are there any further questions about today's lesson? Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Excellent. So I'm glad that you all learned something. I'm glad that you are now much more clearer on how to write your letter. And if you follow exactly what Mrs. Nafi tell you to do, I'm sure you're going to get a 10. Now, next week, we're going to look at another letter. We're going to look at the letter of invitation. And then we will move, then I want to give you at least 2 letters under your belt. And then we'll move on to the closed passage. Okay?